Hi, I'm Kurt Schneider, I'm Executive Director for the Minnesota School Boards Association. Now that the Easter Passover break is behind us, the real work for the 2015 session has begun. We know that each body has established their targets for the respective parts of the state budget. Our focus, as you know, at MSBA is to really look at the K-12 or E-12 portion of the budget. The House has established a target of $157 million. The Senate has established a target of $350 million, and the Governor has established a target of $695 million. Really, our focus today on this message is that we want you to contact your legislators to advocate for a higher target, which would include at least a 3% increase on the general ed formula that we know provides districts, superintendents, and boards maximum flexibility in meeting the needs of their students. So what does this all mean? In the big picture of things, we've seen that the governor's target is at $695 million. A large chunk of that is dedicated towards universal pre-K. However, we know our public school districts, one of their primary goals and objectives for the session was to fund the formula. Fund the formula. So what does 1% on the formula cost to the state? Approximately $175 million. A 2% is $350 million. And a 3% increase is at $525 million. So what does this mean for you? It's going to require a little bit more work for our board members and superintendents and the education community to reach out to their community as well as the legislature about their priorities. One of the first things we want you to do, and we're going to send you a pack of information that's going to make your life a little bit easier in terms of sending this information out without losing the connectedness at the local level. The first thing we want you to do is send a letter to your editor. Nothing new here, but we want you to do is raise the community awareness about an adequate, stable, and equitable funding system and what it means for our school districts, especially when you put it on the formula, the flexibility that it provides you. The second point that we want you to do is to contact your legislators, to send a letter to them, an email to them, or communication to them to talk about the importance of funding on the formula. We've seen a decade of underfunding, below inflationary increases, and now we have a $1.9 billion surplus, and now's the opportunity to fund the K-12 program. Focus on funding the formula, which provides boards and superintendents maximum flexibility. And then second point of that is, what does 1% or less mean for your district? Does that mean that you're going to have to go through the ULA process? Does that mean that you're going to have to look at a levy referendum in the fall? Does that mean that you're going to have to stop or slow down your one-on-one initiatives as it relates to technology? What does that mean for your district? And paint that picture for them in your letter. And then thirdly is invite the legislators to your home district. Use that hometown advantage so you can invite your superintendents, your board members, your teachers, your administrators, the public, your students, to share their stories on what it means to find an adequate, stable, and equitable funding system. And on the other hand, what does it mean if 1% or less on the formula comes to your district? We want to thank you for watching this. We also want to thank you for your advocacy. And thirdly, we want to make sure that your story is told to the legislators, 1 through the letters and 2 from the hometown meetings. Thanks for the grassroots efforts, and we encourage you to call us if you have any questions about any of the details.